Have you ever wondered why, even after achieving great things, some people still feel a deep emptiness inside? Picture someone constantly chasing more wealth, more power, more recognition, never stopping to breathe, never realizing that their own ambition has quietly turned into a prison. This is the very trap Stoic philosophy has been warning us about for centuries. Unchecked ambition, when it becomes the center of life, inevitably leads to misery. The first reason is simple. The human mind has limits. When we tie our worth solely to what is external, money, status, possessions, we place ourselves at the mercy of the unpredictable. The market crashes, opinions shift, opportunities vanish, and suddenly everything that once seemed to define us collapses. There is no stability in external things, and the result is constant anxiety, a mental exhaustion that eats away at us. The Stoics remind us of something essential. True freedom lies in our inner control, in conscious choices, and in accepting what cannot be changed. Throughout life, many blindly follow this impulse, believing the next achievement will bring lasting satisfaction. But experience shows us that each victory only creates space for another desire, another void to be filled. It's a never-ending cycle. Those who give themselves entirely to limitless ambition find themselves trapped in an infinite chase, feeling incomplete even when they appear to have it all. Wealth without purpose becomes a burden, and power without wisdom becomes torment. If you've ever felt that pang of emptiness even after reaching an important goal, you already know what this means, and that's why the Stoic path offers relief. Simplicity, moderation, and the recognition that not everything must be conquered for us to live well. If you often feel like you're always chasing something, take a moment to reflect. Where is this race truly leading you? And while you think about it, why not engage with this video right now? Share in the comments a moment when the endless pursuit of something external left you feeling frustrated or anxious. And if you'd like to keep exploring these ideas with us, subscribe to the channel and join this community where we learn how to turn ambition into purpose without suffocating our inner peace. When we examine unrestrained ambition, we see that it acts like an invisible chain, keeping us tied to the constant expectation of something bigger, something that never arrives. The mind, focused only on what's out of reach, loses its ability to appreciate the present. Every small achievement turns into nothing more than a stepping stone toward the next desire. A shop owner who once felt content with a modest business might suddenly be consumed by the urge to expand, open branches, seek recognition, unaware that each step pulls them further from the serenity they once had. This inability to savor the present moment creates a deep sense of emptiness, as though nothing is ever enough, no matter how much is gained. Stoic philosophy reminds us that true power does not come from what we own, but from how we govern our thoughts and emotions. When we surrender to excessive ambition, we become prisoners of external circumstances. An executive, for example, who believes success equals happiness, may end up sacrificing relationships, health, and mental well-being in exchange for goals that never truly satisfy. Every milestone achieved immediately demands the next, creating a relentless cycle of dissatisfaction that drains energy and quietly fuels frustration. Another crucial factor is constant comparison. Ambition doesn't grow only from within. It feeds on external references, on standards imposed by society. Seeing someone else achieve more, earn more, or gain more recognition can spark feelings of inadequacy, even when you already have plenty of your own achievements. This perception corrodes inner peace, making it impossible to enjoy what you already possess. But there is a way out: to recognize the boundaries of what we can control and to accept what lies beyond them. Practicing moderation and conscious reflection allows us to turn desire into balanced, purposeful action, without sacrificing emotional well-being or the joy of living. Before we move on to deeper insights, I want to invite you to reflect. When was the last time you chased something only to realize it didn't bring the fulfillment you expected? Share your story in the comments and help strengthen this community with your experience. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe so you can continue walking with us on this path toward genuine inner freedom. Excessive ambition often blinds us to what truly matters. When we endlessly seek more power, more recognition, or more possessions, we forget to value what we already have. And more importantly, we forget to nurture our inner peace. Take someone constantly running after promotions or new contracts, for instance. They may feel their life only has meaning once the next goal is reached, neglecting the simple moments and relationships that give existence its deeper value. This is where Stoicism steps in, reminding us that serenity doesn't come from external wins, but from how we respond to what happens around us. Holding on to a Stoic mantra like, "It's not what happens to me, but how I respond that defines my life," can be a powerful tool. Whenever you feel the urge for something outside your control, repeat these words and notice how your mind settles, giving you a clearer view of the situation. True freedom doesn't come from owning more, but from needing less of what lies beyond your reach. If this mantra resonates with you, share in the comments a recent moment where it helped, or could have helped, you handle stress or anxiety. Your experience may inspire others and show how these principles work in real life. Another important lesson is that unchecked ambition always creates inner dissatisfaction. The shop owner, the freelancer, or anyone driven only by accumulation rarely feels fully satisfied with their achievements. Each completed goal is quickly replaced by another, as if there were a gap that could never be filled. A second Stoic mantra, "Accept what you cannot control, transform what you can," reminds us not to torment ourselves with unrealistic desires or constant comparisons. By practicing this, life becomes lighter, more intentional, and deeply meaningful. Now let's explore the timeless wisdom of the Stoic masters and how to apply their insights in daily life to turn ambition into balanced action without losing inner peace. Here we reach the core truth. Unchecked ambition is often the very root of unhappiness. By realizing that every external achievement is temporary, that every compliment or recognition fades, we begin to grasp the wisdom the Stoics passed down through the ages. Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca taught us that true wealth lies in the mind and the soul, not in a bank balance or a title. When we internalize this, we transform desire into conscious action, learning to pursue goals without sacrificing peace of mind. Life becomes lighter when we adopt the daily practice of reflecting on our choices and understanding that not everything lies within our control. Here, a Stoic mantra such as, "My happiness depends on my virtues, not on circumstances," can serve as a compass. Repeating these words reminds us to focus on what truly matters: our inner tranquility, our relationships, and our personal growth. If you feel this mantra speaks to you, share in the comments how you might apply it in your own routine, or recall a time when you already have. This exchange strengthens our community and helps each of us reflect on our journey. It's also important to recognize that balanced ambition can be healthy, but when we become enslaved by endless desires, we lose touch with ourselves. Simplicity, moderation, and presence are the paths that allow us to live with purpose without being dominated by external cravings. Asking ourselves, am I pursuing this because it truly matters, or just because I was told I should want it, is an exercise that can transform lives. If this video resonated with you, if you felt touched by any part of it or learned something new, subscribe to the channel in a spirit of warmth and connection. Be part of this community that values reflection and inner freedom. Share your own stories in the comments. Tell us what you learned, and let others know what this video meant to you. Together, we can bring Stoic wisdom into our daily lives, find balance, and finally turn ambition into a force that lifts us up without chaining us down.